Students, today we will be covering two chapters of your syllabus, that is lesson 15 and 16, quadrilaterals and parallelograms. Being both are interrelated and very short also, so it will be easy if you will cover both the chapters together. So first I am going to start with the chapter 15, quadrilaterals. What are quadrilaterals? First of all, you should know what are polygons. Polygons are the closed figure which is formed by the straight line. The four-sided polygon is called a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral is any shape with four sides. The word quadrilateral comes from the Latin word quadri, which means a variant of four, and lateral means which is side. It has four sides, four angles, four vertices, and with two pair of diagonals. So over here you can see there four edges, corners. The corners are called the vertices, and it has a four angles, and over here you can see four interior angles, and sum of the interior angles of a quadrilateral is 360. Now before moving on to the next, let us see that what are the parts and what are the adjacent, the opposite sides of the quadrilaterals. Now, two sides of a quadrilateral which have a common end point are called the adjacent sides. Like over here, AB and BC is adjacent, BC and CD, CD and DA, DA and AB. These are adjacent sides. You can say adjoining sides. Now, over here, the opposite sides are BC and AD, AB and CD are opposite sides. Same way is the angle. Adjacent angles are angle A and angle B, angle B and angle C and angle D and angle A. These are adjacent angles, and opposite angles are angle A and angle C is opposite, angle B and angle D is also a opposite. Now this is the, you have been learning from the class 6, the sum of angles of a quadrilateral is 360. Now if you have to prove, you have a one sum in your, of this kind in your exercise also, third sum. You have to prove the angle sum property by using a triangles. You can take any quadrilateral and draw one diagonal, and diagonal will split the quadrilateral into two triangles, and we know that sum of angles of a triangle is 180 degree. As you can see, I have in this figure the two triangles are split up, and the two triangles what we got is triangle ABC and triangle ACD. Now in triangle ABC you have three angles. One is angle CAB, one is angle B, and one is angle BCA. So sum of these three is 180. Same is the case in the triangle ADC. When you add both the triangles, you can see they are adding 1 and 2. You will get there as 360, and by combining we know that angle BAC and angle CAD makes complete angle A. So instead of angle DAC and CAB, we can write angle A, and same is in the case of angle BCA and angle ACD makes a complete angle C. So instead of those two angles, we are writing angle C, and sum of all the four is 360, and that's how we can prove that the sum of angles of a quadrilateral is 360, or you can say that angle sum property of a quadrilateral. Now moving to the next is types of quadrilaterals. By now we have finished the topics which you could see in your chapter quadrilateral. Now moving on to the next lesson 16, parallelogram. But before moving on that, we should know the properties of all the quadrilaterals, because somehow the how parallelogram is a much wider word, and if we add little bit restrictions to the parallelogram, it comes out to be a some or the other quadrilateral also. Now these are the types of quadrilaterals. First of all, it is parallelogram, rectangle, rhombus, square, trapezoid, isosceles trapezoid. Simple trapezium is also called a trapezoid, and isosceles trapezium is when non-parallel sides are equal. We will discuss that in the coming slides. And then you have a kite shape also. Starting from the rectangle, rectangle is a parallelogram in which each angle is 90 degree, and it is called a rectangle. Over here you can see over there in a rectangle opposite sides are equal, and are parallel to each other, and diagonals of a rectangle bisect each other. Bisect means divided into two equal parts. Now of a square, square is that type of rectangle in which all four sides are equal, each angle is 90 degree, its diagonals bisect each other and also perpendicular. It means when they cut each other they make a angle of 90 degree, and also they divide each other at 90 degree. Then trapezium is that quadrilateral in which the one pair of opposite side is parallel and other pair is non-parallel, and it is not necessary that the non-parallel sides, over here you can see non-parallel sides are AD and BC. It is not necessary that it is equal, and if AD and BC, that is non-parallel sides, are equal, then that trapezium is called isosceles trapezium. Then you have a kite shape in which the adjoining, or you can say the adjacent sides are equal. Over here till now what we have done, the quadrilateral, normally the opposite sides are equal, but in the kite it is the other way, the adjacent sides are equal. Over here AB and AD is equal, and BC and CD, which are adjacent sides, these two are equal. So pair of adjacent sides are equal. Then we can compare with the help of a square. There is a rhombus also. Square and rhombus is quite similar. The only difference over here is that in a square each angle is 90 degree, but in a rhombus it is not that so. And in the square the diagonals are equal, but in rhombus the diagonals can be unequal also. And but they both bisect and cut each other at 90 degree, or you can say diagonals are perpendicular bisector. Now last quadrilateral what I am going to discuss is your parallelogram, which is also your next chapter 16. Parallelogram is a quadrilateral in which the opposite pairs of the sides and opposite angles are equal. Opposite sides are parallel also. Over here you can see that it is marked with the lines, the sides, and angles are marked. A and A, both opposite side angles are equal, and over here B, opposite other two angles are equal, and its diagonals bisect each other, but they are not equal. Now the diagonals in a parallelogram divides it into two congruent triangles. Congruent triangles means same triangles. Congruency you will learn much in detail in the coming week also, or in term 2 we will be doing it. In parallelogram opposite sides are equal, opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal, and diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Kindly note, not 90 degree but bisect each other. It means when they cut, they only cut each other into two equal parts, but not at 90 degree. And also the adjacent angles are supplementary. It means when two adjacent angles are there, if you add them, the sum of those two adjacent angles is 180 degree. Now also there are points to be noted. A square, rectangle and rhombus are all parallelograms. A square is a rectangle and also a rhombus. A parallelogram is a trapezium. Kite is not a parallelogram. A trapezium is not a parallelogram. A rectangle or a rhombus is not a square. You will be able to understand these lines, or you can relate to these lines more when you will solve the questions, because sometimes it is written it is a parallelogram or a rectangle, but while proving it or while finding it out, you will see the what is the difference and what does this lines means. Also you will come across some questions which is a perimeter of a parallelogram. Being the perimeter is actually a sum of all sides, and we know that over here the opposite sides are equal. So if you add them, sum of all sides, it will come to be same as that of a rectangle. Now that with the help of these concepts you will be able to solve these two chapters, and further PDF will also be shared, and certain questions which you may find it difficult will be also shared with you separately.